Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Near Protocol. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that we did lose our presumed bear market low that we printed in December 2022. We dropped down below and this wasn't really good. I don't like the fact that we lost that low. Some altcoins ended up holding the low and we bounced up. Some altcoins ended up dipping. So just because we dip below means this level is broken. And you can see that we have a Fibonacci retracement on the chart with the swing high printed in February 2023 and the swing low printed in January 2023. And our 1.618 target is going to be sitting at 78 cents. That will be our 1.618 target, which means that once we properly break below the first fib level, which means that we need to break below and back test that as resistance, and then we can start waiting for these extension levels to be met to the downside. As of right now, we did break back above the local low here that we had back in December 2022, which is good. That is a good thing. We are above the 20 EMA on the daily chart, which is also a good thing. We're about to retest it. We're actually retesting it right now. If we start losing that, I would say you can target $1.25 or 25.5 cents. Don't have round numbers in your limit orders. I keep telling you guys that's a very important thing, just to increase the chances of getting filled. So I do have a pretty good position in Near. I'm not going to be buying in at these prices. I'm probably going to wait for a bit of a retracement. And we also have this massive support block that's based off of a trading range from 2020. Now it's between $1.10 and 86.5 cents, and this also has the 1.272 and the 1.414 fib levels in the middle, so you can target this entire area as a very good entry point. If I zoom in and show you why this is a level or why this is a support block, so if we quickly switch over to the weekly chart, you can see that we have a wick down here in December 2020 and we have a wick down here in December as well. Let me just adjust this properly. There we go. So these two wicks showed that there is buying pressure from those levels. That's why we have this as the top of the block and that as the bottom of the block. So let's switch over back to the daily chart. That's why we have the support block there. Hopefully we get retested or we retest that area at some point. And obviously below, if we get below $1, that's going to be a steal. If you see Near Protocol below $1, guys, and you were looking to get into it and you still haven't at that point, make sure to get into it. Not a financial advice, but if you're bullish on Near Protocol, you definitely want to be buying below $1. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, you can see that we dropped below our support level here at 24.9. We dropped below the support block as well, the blue support block that we constantly target. And we had a massive retracement to the upside. Look at this powerful move to the upside. This was a good opportunity for everyone to swing trade. And let me just adjust that. There we go. So you can see that we retested this support trend line. We initially broke above this trend line back in May, and we had a nice backtest of support and a nice bounce from there. So based off of this trend line that we've had on the charts for quite a while, this was a pretty good entry as well. And on top of that, you were sitting below the index of 30. So you were oversold, which means it's a great entry regardless. And now what we can do is we can identify our next resistance level here. So this diagonal resistance trend line is going to be something that we're going to be targeting moving forward, because we had one bounce in April, second bounce here at the end of June. Maybe we get a third bounce sometime down the line. Now, keep in mind, I am waiting for a bull trap in August/September, just like we see every single year during that time period. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see that we lost the support block between $1.92 down to $1.58. This was our support back in 2021. We also dropped below briefly in 2022, went back above it in 2023 in January, and now we retested it as support in February, lost it once again, and we could potentially be coming back up to retest that level as resistance before we get sent back down. Now we also have the 20 EMA sitting at approximately $1.80. We could retest that once again, just like we did back in April. This is a major resistance level for us. Once you're below the 20 EMA, it's a major resistance level that you have to be adhering to. Once you break above that and you're above the 20, you're in an uptrend. So that's what we're hoping to get to by the end of the year. But as of right now, once you're coming up to the 20 EMA, it's fair to assume that you're going to get a rejection. Now, based off of this 1.618 Fibonacci level, we have 82 cents as a major support level. So we have the high in February, we have the swing low in January, and the 1.618 sitting at 82 cents. From where we are right now, that would be approximately a 40% drop. That is quite the pullback. Something really bearish has to happen for near to drop down to 40%. So I would say at the very least, to be quite conservative, you can target $1.05, because that's the minimal target that we have at $1.04 or 5 cents, which is the 1.272 fib. Now, taking a look at we actually want to take a look at the 3-day chart here. Let's switch over to the 3-day chart and take a look at the RSI. You can see that we are back testing this previous resistance as support. We also dropped below the index of 30, so we were oversold on the 3-day RSI, just like we were back here in December and November 2023, just like we were back in June 2022, just like, actually, yeah, we haven't been oversold before that. So these are your 3 oversold points on the 3-day chart. Perfect back test here, and from all I can see, we could be continuing in this uptrend here. But like I said, a lot of bearish narratives coming into play. We could have some pullbacks down the line. So if we end up coming back down to retest this support block at some point, good, that could be another buying opportunity for you, but that's going to be pretty low, because we have to get below the RSI of 23, 22 at that point. So it has to be quite a strong pullback. But from a technical standpoint, we're doing everything we need to be doing right now. Great entry points, although I would just wait potentially a bit. If you have already a pretty strong position in near, just wait until we have the next retracement. But obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. You have to decide whenever you want to buy and sell. I already have my position and I'm staking my near tokens. I'm happy with that. And let me know if I'm missing out on anything on the charts that you particularly want to talk about. Feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something useful. I'm gonna see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.